How to successfully change your career. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 main tips that will help you change your career successfully. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips, and in these 3 tips, they're kind of steps. There are even more tips in that main tip. So the first tip is planning, or the planning step. In the planning step, you need to take a piece of paper, not actually a piece of paper, a book and a pen, and write down exactly what is the current career that you're in right now and what do you want to change to. It is important for you to take a pen and a paper and write it down. One of the habits of successful people is journaling, writing down. Take a pen, a book, and write. You can get a book like mine, I'm a Badass Pro, and write it down. Now, it helps you to crystallize the idea. Sometimes when we have thoughts in our head, they look either very gigantic or very impossible to actualize them. But when you narrow it down and write it down, it clears the cloud and makes you come very clear on what are your really deep desires, and at the same time, what are the fantasies that you're thinking about. This is the first step in manifestation. So take a pen and a book, write down which career are you in right now and where do you want to go to, what you want to change to which career. In the same page, just draw a line in between and say, on one end, write down what are the key skills that are needed in that career. I'm not talking about qualifications. I'm not talking about certification. I just want you to write what are the skills that are needed. Skills like, is it communication skills? Is it marketing skills? Is it organization skills? Is it management skills? Is it analytical skills? List down all the skills that are needed in that new career. And on the other side of the page, or the other half, write down what are the skills that you have right now. What are you good at? This will help you to see the gap between where you want to go and where you are at that particular point. Next thing, in the same planning session, I want you to write down what are you willing to sacrifice, because for you to change to your new career, you will need to sacrifice something. Time, money, energy. For example, time with your family. You will have to be working over the weekend. You will be trying to do some stuff and sacrificing time with your friends, fun time, and all this. Narrow it down. Write down what are some of the things that you're willing to sacrifice for you to move into this new career. And that by itself will give you a fair understanding of what it will really take for you to move from this career that you're in to what you want to get into. Tip number 2, or step number 2, it is the action step. Now here, there are some things that you need to be able to do right away to start off this journey. You don't need to leave it as an idea just in your head or on a piece of paper, but you need to take some action. And there's some things that you can do right away. Number 1, it is important for you to talk to people who have been in that industry before and people who are currently in that industry. I would insist it is important for you to talk to someone who is in that industry at this moment. They will give you a fair understanding of what it is like to be in that career. Ask questions like, what are the good things? What are the bad things? What are the opportunities in that career? What are the downfalls? What are the struggles and challenges, for you to have a fair understanding of what it is like to be in that career. Another action you can be able to take as you talk to people who are in that industry is to network. Networking is one of the most effective ways of getting hired. According to LinkedIn, 85% of these high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. So network, find people in that industry, talk to them, let them know that you want to get into that industry, and they will give you the entry point. While we're still talking about networking, you can find out, do they have clubs, association, workshop, seminars? Attend this session, even if probably you're not yet in that new career, for you to have a feel, ask questions, and for you to be able to interact with members of that association or club in that industry. In the same breath as you're networking, it is important for you to get mentorship. Find a mentor, someone that you can be able to share with and talk to, and they will be able to guide you through the process. Mentorship is one of the ways that you can use to achieve success in a very short period of time. Mentorship narrows down around 10 years of struggles and challenges, and you can be able to achieve the same probably in an year, 6 months, 2 months, or even 1 month. So find a mentor to guide you. At the same time, as you're finding a mentor, you're networking, find opportunities for you to get experience, hands-on experience in that career. Here, I'm talking about volunteering, finding some internship or even part-time job. You don't need to leave your current job. Ask one of the people in that industry, can I come and assist you in your office 2-3 hours in a week, just for you to get a feel of how it is. It will come in handy as we talk about the next. Also, in the action phase or in the action step, remember we drew a list of the skills that are needed in that career and what you have. This is a great opportunity for you to bridge that gap. Decide to take up some online courses to acquire the skills that are needed in that career. In the description, I have put in an article that I wrote about some of the 4 online courses that we offer that can enable you to get a very good paying job, even if you don't have a degree. So check out the article in the description below. Click on it, read, and pick any of the courses. They might assist you. And especially if you want to get into the NGO and international organizations. We have courses like project management, project monitoring and evaluation, fundraising and resource mobilization, strategic management and leadership. Check the description for the list of these courses. Tip number 3 or step number 3, this is where you start marketing yourself in the new career that you want to get into. And you have several opportunities for you to market yourself and several tools that you can use to market yourself. Start by having a professionally written CV, talking in terms of the skills that are needed in that industry or in that career. Remember, that list that we had in the beginning is going to be very useful of all the skills, because you want to communicate in terms of those skills, saying that I have these skills, I'm developing these skills, I can be able to assist you in this area. This is the value that I'm bringing in. So think about writing a professional CV, having a highly customized cover letter. Also, during interviews, how do you communicate? How do you talk? And one of the most important tools that you need to have is a professional profile on LinkedIn. Unlike your CV, which is in your flash disk or in your computer or in your phone, a LinkedIn profile is a living CV. It is something that is working for you even when you're asleep. There are people who are looking for specific skilled people in that industry, in that career. And if you don't have a professionally done profile on LinkedIn, then you're missing out. So these are some of the tools that you can use to market yourself. So a quick wrap up of all the tips that I've shared with you. Number 1 is the planning phase, and in the planning phase, you write this career that you want to get into, write the list of the skills that are needed in that industry. What do you have? Then think about what are you willing to sacrifice to get into that new career. Tip number 2, it is the action phase where you decide to go out there, network, talk with people in that industry, get a mentor, get some hands-on experience through volunteering or part-time job. At the same time, think about some of the online courses that you can take to bridge that gap. And the third tip is to go out there and market yourself using a CV, a professionally written CV, cover letter, and a professional profile on LinkedIn. And also when you're interviewing, how do you go about it? So I want to help you through this. So in the description of this video, I have put a link where you can submit your CV. If you want to change your job, you want to change your career, there's a place you can submit your CV. We'll review it and we'll give you feedback and guide you through the process of changing your career. So make sure that you check that link in the description. Also check the link on the 4 courses on how you can be able to get a well-paying job, especially in NGOs and international organizations. And at the same time, I want to ask you, please leave a comment on this video and let me know, what career are you in right now and which career do you want to change into? I'll be able to get in touch with you, each and every person who leaves a comment, and then I can be able to give you a free coaching session where we go through all these steps one by one for your particular career. Don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the bell button so that you can get to know each and every time I release a new video. Otherwise, thank you very much. You found this helpful. Don't forget to share this video with a friend. Until next time, check out on the next video. I'll be talking about when you're changing your career. For you to successfully change your career, what are the 3 main mistakes that you should avoid? Watch out for that next video.